Hi, welcome to the second in the series of the A to Z of hospitality leadership, and today is B, and B is for buy-in. How often have you been asked to do something by someone and you have got absolutely no incentive whatsoever for doing it, and you're probably thinking, well, why have I got to do it and why me? And the problem with that is that if there aren't any incentives, people will do things maybe reluctantly and just do them just to get by, or worse still, they just don't do them at all. So how do you get people's buy-in? Well, at the very least, you need to give people some incentives. What are the benefits of doing it? And if we're talking about the benefits, it's not just about what's in it for the company, but also what's in it for them individually. That might change from person to person. Different people are going to be motivated by different things. So that's an absolute minimum. The second thing to be doing, wherever possible, is to get their involvement in the decision-making process, or in their involvement in the way that it's going to be done or what has to be done. Now you might be saying, well, that's all very well, but what happens if it's some sort of edict from on high, or a new piece of legislation? Then that's not going to be open to negotiation. Well, you're quite right, the end result won't be open to negotiation, but the way in which you get there might well be. So let's just take an example. Let's take an example of a new piece of health and safety legislation that you have to implement with your team. The end result, won't be negotiable, but all the more reason why it's important to get their buy-in, because if it's the law, you've got to do it. So you want people to do it willingly and without you having to supervise them the whole time in order to do it. So how do we do this? Well, coming back to the point that the end result isn't negotiable, but the way in which you would do it might be, is asking people for their views, their input on how they can achieve it. They'll know their jobs better than anybody, and they'll know what has to change, what they have to work around, and it gives them an opportunity to discuss it with you as well at the same time, iron out any problems, and really get their commitment to doing whatever needs to be done. And best of all, if you can get people coming away thinking it was their idea in the first place, then you're on to a real winner. So B is for getting buy-in, and in the series we'll be looking at C, and there were loads of things that I could have talked about for C, but what I'm going to home in on particularly for C is C for communication. So hope to see you next time. Bye for now.